Well, I reset my camera to factory defaults again today. I haven't got blue trees anymore on my video, so I could see what everybody else is seeing. Can you guess where we are?
You're still not smiling.
I'm just going to finish coffee, then go up the mountain. As you can see, I'm up near the top again. We're in Kalima time, I'm afraid. There, you can just see it in the mist. Pico Bianca and Tady itself. Oh, we've got the they'll be wanting to park where I'm parked. Right, I've decided to take the lens cover off. I can now see that it is working after all. Don't know why I left the lens cover on this morning. Rain is gone melting down. It is a nice day today. And the path goes down that way. But, well, you'll possibly see better views later on. Well, it's quite nice up here. There's not a lot of wood because we're in the pine and fairly high up. But it's pleasant walking. It's hazy today, so there's not a lot of sun. So, the sparsity of trees doesn't matter particularly. Still got some pretty yellow flowers up here, although they are all dying now. But most of them have gone. I'm coming up to the edge of the lava flow. I'm going to go left in a short while, rather than the way I wanted to sort out last time. Maybe I'll do that next week and go down the one that took us down that rather uninviting track through the undergrowth. Well, I'm about 500 metres from the turn off onto the track that you'll have fond memories of, walking through nettles into all sorts of rubbish. Today, as I say, I'm not going that way, I'm going the other way, but I'll show you when we get there. When we get to the big piece of lava that marks where the paths divide. This is not where I intended to turn off, I'm just looking at where this track goes. It's interesting. Not on the maps, of course, but it does go over there and round. It may join the other one. If not, it's another walk, another week. Well, we're going down there, but I've just realised that track there, it's not on the walking map. You can see it on Google Earth, and it's a different way back to this. So I may try and find it from the other end and walk back along that. Might have been more sensible walking down that one than this one, but never mind. We live and learn. Well, here we are. This is the piece of lava that's where I've just come down from. But that is where these two paths diverge. We came down that one from trying to walk around Chiniero on a new route about a month ago. But I'm going down there today and joining a path that I walked with nice views, just to see if it makes a better walk up here. Well, I wasn't looking at my map, and I'm on the wrong side of the track. We should have gone up that one and returned back up this one, which makes a bit of a mess of the walk. However, it will now be a slightly different walk. You'll see the bits I want to see, but from slightly lower down. This is one of the water runoffs that they maintain up here, quite deep, and so and I walk down the side of it for a distance before I go off to have a look at the views. I'm afraid the walk now is being made up as I go along, so forget the GPS, it'll be there to tell me where I've been. We've just crossed the water runoff. They pass in the water runoff combine for a short distance, but now we're above it and the water runoff is down there in the bottom. And as you can see, we're higher than that. But I will be crossing it again because I'm going up the peaks on the other side of this slope. I'll video this bit here. We're approaching the turn-off to go around the little loop that was on the original plan. But as you can see, as we got down here, the view opens up. In the far distance, you'll be able to see Big and Little Gala. And if it was a fine day, you'd be able to see some islands. But it's so hazy today that I'm not going to see much in the distance. But you can actually see the road, so you get some idea of where we are. Although we're much further up than we normally are, so it's difficult to recognise. There is a volcano, extinct volcano on to our left there, Boca, something or other. But this is the kind of wonderful view that one gets. If I can pan in for you, there we are. Big and Little Gala above Santiago del Teide. And I'm now looking for the turn-off to go up a path that is over there actually. Look through the trees. There you can see a path going up. That's where I need to be, so there should be a turn-off just about now. The view does get better as you get down here. We're coming to the turn-off now. But it's worth walking this extra bit to this turn-off, because now if I go slightly further down, the panorama from here is amazing. Unfortunately, we're in a Kalima kind of day and weather, so you can't see it all that well. But I'm now going that way, across onto the other side to try and find the viewpoint they recommend. This is the water runoff coming down from the one that we crossed earlier. It gets deeper and deeper. Obviously a lot of water comes down there in winter. But we're going through this bit of wood. I did have trouble in it last time and missed the viewpoint, so I'm hoping this time I can actually find the right viewpoint. But it's not walked that often, strangely, so as you can see, all of a sudden you can walk anywhere. That way looks best. I'll look at the GPS as well. Well, the GPS said I took the correct turn, and as you can see, going up that hill there, there's the track that I saw from further down, around that corner. Well, the path is supposed to pass point Arboles Gigante, which is where the viewpoint is. But this is where it went wrong last time. So I need to stop and actually try and find the viewpoint. According to the GPS, the path goes over there, not where I am, and the viewpoint is 60 metres up there somewhere. So I'm going to go off the track and follow the GPS and see if I can find this mysterious viewpoint. I mean, it does look as though somebody may have walked up here, but I don't know. It's difficult to tell. I'll look at the GPS again now. Well, I think these arboreal gigantes above me, at the side of me, but I suspect the path goes up there to the peak, which I did last time, although I didn't know. I have 2 sticks with me because the climb and coming back down needs 2 sticks, you can't do it with 1. So I'll go to the start of it and see if it's there. The GPS now says I'm nowhere near the path, I'm nowhere near the viewpoint, and I've walked 20 metres towards it, so I don't know what's happening now. I'm going to go back to where the old path is and see if I can see from there. Well, I'm back on the track that I started walking up on. Some interesting pieces of lava stood up there like soldiers. Whole range of them. Strange. And the path goes that way. I think it's up there. That's where I walked last time, and people do walk it. So I'll have another look at the GPS and see what it says now. I don't understand the viewpoint. It says I walked past it, but where it says it is in a valley. There's no view whatsoever. There is from the top of that extinct volcano. But I'm not going up there today. I'm still trying to sort out what this path does. There's a turn back point just ahead to take me back. I told Jen an hour and a half. That was if I didn't get lost. I have to do a mess about with the video. So what I will do is, instead of doing the original walk, is I mapped the track that I said earlier wasn't on the maps. I mapped it out on Google Earth how to get there, and it stops some hills, and I think I'm about at the turn off. As you can see, that's the track I took last time on one of my walks. This time I'm going that way. So this is a turn off, and part way back there should be another turn off to the track that isn't marked on the maps. I'm walking uphill. I'm rebooting the mobile because it's gone completely mad. I was looking for a turn off on this track to go back on the path that I was looking for as an alternative, but I think I may have to stay on this track because it takes me back where I came from. If the mobile reboots and is okay, then I'll have a look and see where we were supposed to be. Well, I've stopped for a water point. The camera lens got soaked, so I had to wash that. But it's pretty where we are. If only the GPS was working, it would tell me where I am. But in front of us there is where I'm going. There is a extinct volcano to the right, and the hill to the left is where, at the bottom of that is where the van's parked. But there appears to be a lava flow in front of me, so I need to sort this out. Well, I don't know if you can see that, but according to this, I have a lava field at the side of me, in front of me. I need to go left to go back to the track. So, down there, there is a track down there. Don't know where it goes to, but I shall join that. Unless there's some dead bodies on the way, it will come out somewhere further round. So, we'll load back up and start walking that way. Well, this is a track I could see from up there. Somebody has been down here recently. There's a track of some kind. So, it'll be bikers, I suppose. So we'll see if this takes us back to where I think it should. the GPS, I'm not sure whether it's working or not, still shows us where it showed me I was before I rebooted. So it could be that I am just miles off where I should be. And I have no idea what's happening with GPS and the tracks on the map. None of them seem to coincide round here. Having that as a reference point, you can see it. Oh, there you are. Tady in the mist. If I walk in that direction, I shall get back. Present, I'm walking in the other direction, but we will see. If I could walk straight across there, I would get back. There may be a path through there. I'll look in a minute. Come from up there. There's a path going that way, but a track goes this way, which is towards Tady. Got to be good. So we'll go down here. There's some interesting pieces of lava around this place. I mean, look at this one. I'll just keep this view going while we get there. Enormous things stood like pillars. It is a different walk, this. Even if it is slightly lost. But this piece of lava is really superb. Lots of it about. And the track looks to be going where I hoped it was. Well, there's a lava field in front of me, but fortunately the path goes this way. It may actually be the one that I was looking for earlier. One never knows. Lo and behold, it is the track I thought might return the short way. So I now know where that goes. That is another loop that I can use in future walks. And I've been out an hour and 5 minutes. If I walk back now, that'll be on my an hour and a half timetable. Well, I've just had a second water stop. It's really hot. I'm sweating cobs now and beginning to dehydrate. Oh look, a little green mark. Somebody must have marked this for some reason. We're probably 100 kilometre now back to the van. It's all straightforward from here. I've given Jen a call, told her I'll be on time, although I was lost in the middle of the wilderness at the time. But we will be back shortly. Now on the edge of the lava field. In the distance there, there's a cliff face. That's the opposite side of the hill that I'm parked on, at the far side. There is a path up to the top. I shan't be doing that today. But eventually I'm going through that gap there to where the van is. Flowers from earlier on. I'm 15 minutes out now. I suppose I've got 15 minutes left on my hour and a half. So I should be about that, although this does now start to climb and is hard work. But, well, one gets used to it. Some nice people mark the path so we don't get lost. But the GPS works there, so it's not a problem. I must find out what causes GPS not to work, whether it's magnetic material or something else. Virtually in the open, looking for satellites and not being able to get a decent GPS signal. Although this is not really a hard climb, the temperature, the altitude and humidity really don't make life difficult now. But I suspect that's the track up there I'm going to, so it's not far. Around this corner it levels out, so it gets easier. The track is there, runs round there, just beyond that little tree, around the corner. Interestingly, a volcano, extreme volcano there, I don't know what that's called. And as you can see, I'm taking a rest. Quite interesting. On that one, which is the one, the other side of which my van is parked. But now, just this last bit, I failed to video this on the way down. I did get a voice recording. I thought the camera had broken, but I'd forgotten to take the lens cap off. And there it is, the steps back onto the track at the top. That small climb up has taken a lot of energy. It really was hard work, that, for a short climb. Now it's flat. Around this next corner, we should be able to see the minibus. I can look forward to a sit down, a drink and a rest. But for such a short walk, it has been fairly hard today. You can't see the minibus. It's around two corners, but I'll keep it plain onto the left there in the distance. Pico Biacco. And as I said, using Teddy as a guide, so a lot better than looking at a single tree. Teddy doesn't move that much. Right, and here we are. Let me change hands for a while. We shall be able to see the van in a couple of minutes. Around this next corner, as I always said, are we there yet? And round the next corner, what do we have? A minibus. There we are, back home. A nice walk. You can't see because of the haze from the Kalima. Sad, never mind. Right, we're back home. Jen's been out and got in the bike. Must have been hot.